This design here gives you 150 brick every single minute, and if you replicate it with wood and metal, you can get 450 material every single minute, which equates to 27,000 every single hour. Here's how we're going to build it, and here's how the recycler works. All the details and all the information broken down so it's easy for you guys to follow. I would also ask that you please do like, comment, subscribe, please engage if you do find this useful, because I do love making these guides videos, and be sure to check out the trap tunnel videos as well, if that's what you're here for, to get your materials for. Hello and welcome to Save the World Tutorials, where we're going over how to get so many resources back with the recycling perk. So, infinite resources effectively over time. All you have to do is just sit there and you will get resources back. So we're going to show the hero build you need for this, which is fairly simple. So the one I recommend for your commander is Mega Base Kyle, because he is going to increase the amount of structures that will be covered by your base. And for the team perk, Recycling, this is the key part. This is the only thing in the game you're going to be able to use to get free resources on tap infinitely with your base. So the base regenerates resources based on how many structures there are. So it requires 2 constructors. So we have one already, obviously, at the top, and then all you have to do is just put another one in. These are irrelevant at this point. You just need one more constructor in the bottom, and then you're good to go. I've got our power armor on from Fallout because he's a big tanky boy, and I think that represents constructors perfectly. So once you've got that set up, all you need to do is go to one of your storm shields. It really does not matter which one. I think home base in Storm Shield is the best one to go for, because it's the one that requires the least complex build. So you can go to a corner of the map and you'll have resources left to be able to build an area and get that going. So now that you're in whichever home base you choose, it doesn't matter which. As I said, I think Stonewood is the best one because there are amplifiers that you don't actually need to place down, like the one down there for me and the one up here. So we can get a nice area up here that's away from all our trap tunnels, and we don't need to worry about interfering with the trap tunnels or running out of resources. So to explain how the recycler works, what I'm going to do is place down 3x3 area here with metal, and then if we go to traps and floor traps, we can see the base, which is for constructors only. This will apply. You can see it stretch over the area, and anything that has these blue beams and the orange sort of industrial corners will get affected and include with the recycling. So how it works is every 3 of each material you have, so whether it's wood, brick or metal, for every 3 of those, every 60 seconds you will get 1 included in here. So you're getting a third back of what you've placed down every 60 seconds, but there is a cap of 150 for each of them, so 150 wood, 150 brick and 150 metal. You can't get any more than that, and you get that back after the 60 seconds is up each time. Now, if you upgrade for 20 on these, that effectively counts as, using 2 more structures for each one. So overall, we've placed, 90 metal for the initial grid, and then we've placed another 180 to upgrade all them, meaning 270 total, aka 27 structures. So when it comes to recycling, that 27 divided by 3 becomes 9. And in here, you see 9 metal. Now, if we upgrade it once again to max, again, this works whether it's wood, metal, or brick. Now we have added another 3 for each of the 9 ones here, because it takes 30 to level up to the final tier. So now, instead of getting 9 back in here, we should have doubled that to 18 overall, I believe. So for each one of these, we're getting back 2 now, because we've spent 10, then 20, then 30 to get it up to the tier 3, so 60 total, which, is 6 pieces of metal, meaning that when you divide it by 3, you get 2 left, so each one of these pieces of metal will generate 2 every time this comes back round, and now we're at 18, because we have 9 placed, and they bring back 2 each. So the same thing works for the same thing works for stone and wood. So if we had the same amount of stone or wood here, we would get 18 back each time. Now, it's a lot easier if you are just wanting metal, because you can just make a massive flat area that is covered by the base and level it all up to tier 3 and you get all your material back. If you're wanting to produce 150 wood and brick each time as well, that makes it a little bit more complicated because you need to obviously place that amount of brick and wood as well. So over here I've made another brick version. This is just 3x3. This is obviously tiny compared to that massive monstrosity of metal we have over there. So what we can do is, if we want to get loads of brick from this in a compact space, what we can do is you basically just need to put as many... Oh, look, a little rare gnome in the wall. What you need to do is just place as many structures as you can in the space. So we're just going to do a grid like this. What you can do if you want to make it a bit easier is make archways. That way you can run through it as you're placing it. Just makes it a bit easier for yourself. I'm probably going to do that in the middle at least. We could do it on the edge actually if we wanted to, just, then you can see out of this little skyscraper monstrosity. But yeah, if you level all this up and then, just keep adding layers to it all the way up, the base will go vertically as well as how it stretches horizontally. So I'll get this stuff leveled up and show you how you can do it in a more compact space as well. So I think this is about as compact as you can make it. So if we look to the side, all we've done is just gone one high up. So we've got one layer below which is jam-packed full of these cones and these archways in every position possible. And then when we've gone up, we've placed cones around the outside, placed the base in the middle. Look, 150, and then just arches around this middle bit is just the extra little bit needed to get it to 150. So if you take away these 4 arches, you get 144, which means we needed 3 more structures. So you can get rid of 1 if you need to, but just for completion, I liked to have the whole thing. Now you could put the base on top of this if you want, it's up to you. But yeah, this just goes to show how compact you can build it. This whole thing here gives 150 brick. If you wanted, you could then just keep adding, floors. I'm not sure exactly how high up and down the base goes. I don't think it goes up and down as far as it does across. I think the one over here is just a lot easier to do. It's a lot simpler to understand what's going on, to see what structures are involved, and to change things, it's a bit easier. Obviously, it takes up more space, but all you need to do on this one is just add cones on top and then a ceiling out of the 3 different materials, and you're good to go. So yeah, there you go. That's how you can get infinite resource for free with the recycling perk, and exactly, how many you get per material and everything like that. So please let me know if you found this useful, and do subscribe if you did as well, because all my videos are useful and you will find them very useful. Trap tunnels, explaining how survivor squads work, all those things will be useful for you. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.